Hello and a warm welcome to everyone in the Silicon Valley program. Today we are having an e-session with Mr. Amit Patel, who will share his valuable experiences and teach our children about how to turn ideas into business. Also, 14 of our Silicon Valley winners will be pitching their ideas to Mr. Amit. Who are these Silicon Valley winners? 26 students were selected out of a whopping 7,000 plus students who attempted to solve real world problems with technology. Today, we have 14 students who will be showcasing their ideas. Our children worked hard for months, but unfortunately, due to the pandemic, we are forced to have an e session instead of a 1:1 interaction. But the positive side to this, everyone in the world gets to see our little geniuses interact with Mr. Amit Patel, the managing director at Owl Ventures. Hello, Amit. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
We're delighted to have you here, and the winners are very excited to tell you about their ideas. But before we start, let me give you a short introduction of our distinguished guest. Amit has experience scaling several education startups and is deeply committed to building new organizations that will create sustainable and higher quality education solutions. Before joining Owl Ventures, Amit founded Personal Academic Trainers, an after school tutoring company, and created the Quality Assurance Program and institutionalized sales training for Mathnasium Learning Centers and After School Math Learning Center franchise with 1,000 plus locations in North America, South America, Europe, the Middle East, and Asia. Amit also served as the Director of Technology for Success Academy Charter Schools, a premier charter school network in New York City with 45 schools. Amit sits on the national board for You Aspire, a nonprofit organization ensuring that all young people have the financial information and resources necessary to find an affordable path to and through college. He received a BA in Mathematical Economic Analysis from Rice University and studied theater and film at the New York Conservatory for Dramatic Arts and New York University. Amit was an Education Pioneers Graduate Fellow, a Pahara Next Generation Fellow, and he earned an MBA or an MA in Education from the Stanford Graduate School of Business and Graduate School of Education. I would now like to request our CEO, Karan Bajaj, to welcome Mr. Amit and all the students here. Over to you, Karan.
Thank you, Khushi, and thank you, everyone. And welcome today to the second installment of our Silicon Valley program. I think, as I was saying last time, the program is for us the highest ideal of what the company stands for. We'd started the company with the belief that it's kids' natural expression to build and create things, and through coding, we would give them the tools to always be builders and creators. And Silicon Valley epitomizes the best of the ideas that the kids have come up with. And it was kind of a dream for us that we would reach a point in the course where every kid would think independently, right? Through a guided classroom in the beginning, they would get more and more independent. They would come up with ideas independently and would have the proficiency to code a prototype that brings the idea to life. And now when I see the ideas come to life, I'm delighted. I think by the selection, I hope Amit will be too today. And I want to congratulate everybody, all of the 7,000 plus applications, all of which were actually exceptional, which we've had the privilege to see, to the ones who came into the shortlist today. So congratulations to all the kids. And I'm also very honored to welcome Amit. And I think Amit and his team are one of the most humble, gracious, and talented people I've had the privilege to meet. So I'm very fortunate that he could be here and review the ideas that the kids have come up with, and in his kind of usual frankness and humility, share how we could make them better. So Amit, over to you, and thank you for being with us today.
Yeah. Thank you, Karan. I'm really excited and honored to be here and looking forward to kind of hearing all of the pitches as well.
Up next, we have Sagnik, who's a 12-year-old creator of eHelp, a chatbot that connects citizens with local governing bodies. Let's hear more about this from Sagnik. Hi, Sagnik.
Yes, hi sir. Nice to meet
Hi,
you.
Sagdik. Nice to meet you as well. Looking forward to hearing more about your app.
Okay, sir. Hello, everyone. I am Sagdik Horai. I am 12 years old, studying in Garden High School, Kolkata. I have made an app where people can be benefited by getting their problems solved online. My mission is that no one should suffer or die just because they are poor or because they can access the services they need. These are the basic human needs, not a luxury. I like mathematics, computer, and science. I also like to transform and solve problems using technology. My hobbies are editing videos, playing football, compose my own music, and to solve riddles and puzzles. My idea was embedded when I was only 8 years old. An incident took place behind my life, that is, from my birth, I was taken care by a caretaker who treated me like her own son. She never made me feel that my mother was away from me as if my mother is working. One day I came to know that she died during home delivery as the family members didn't have any contact details of ambulances to take her to nearby health facilities for delivery. It was very painful for me. I couldn't accept it. Most people in India are under the benefits from different they are entitled to. Even if few of them know, sadly, they don't know how to claim these benefits. I want people to get help directly from the government departments without the involvement of the middleman because sometimes people may get cheated by them. eHelp is an application that I made that will help people to get help information about the various functions of the local bodies by selecting their own city. Other than this incident, there are a lot of problems that take place around us which we come to know via media. Some common problems in urban areas are then power cuts, open manhole, child marriage, waterlogging, child labor, domestic violence, and many more. I would like to change or like to support people to come out from these problems. What people have said about their problem. I spoke to our domestic helper. She said that there are naked electric wires and waterlogging beside their house. I spoke to another domestic helper. He said that he noticed open manholes and garbage dumps at different places in the city. All are having more or less the same concerned areas like electricity, waterlogging, health, safe drinking water, etc. I try to solve all these issues in three ways. Number one, people can easily make a call directly to the concerned local government departments. Number two, anybody who uses the forum can discuss the problem or get information from it. Number three, anyone who uses the chatbot can get help from it very easily. There is no such app available like eHelp, but there are many apps where they provide one, two, or limited services, like the Dr. Jet app that will help people to locate registered doctors and book ambulance in medical emergency. Another app is Bondhu Kolkata Police Citizen app, which will help users provide few services like medical emergency for the elderly people, helping ladies facing harassment on the street. More or less, these apps are providing one, two, or limited services, but my app eHealth will provide all the services in only one app. So this is the product demo. First, the user will have to go to a screen where there are two buttons. One is the main button and another is the chatbot button. Whenever anybody clicks on the main button, it is going to take us to a screen where there are 6 metro cities. Under the 6 metro cities, there are 8 compulsory functions. Under each compulsory function, I've implemented some service criteria, which if we click on it, a text-to-speech module will enable and read the rules for us. After anybody clicks on the forums, the call button, forum and call department button, it will take us to a screen where there are two buttons. One is the eHealth forums and call department. Anyone who uses the eHealth forums will take us to a screen which will look like this. Like all the questions are displayed in a list, and we can also post our own question, and people can give answer to it, or we can also give answer to other people's question. The second one is the chat, is the call department. Whenever we click on this, there are 8 numbers. As you can see, we can, if we click on this, pop out or a device alert will alert us that are you sure you want to call. It's up to you. You can choose yes or no. Another one is the chatbot. Chatbot will help users to get their doubts easily, instantly. So this is the flowchart of my eHelp that I already discussed earlier. So why is my product unique? There is no such app available like eHelp where all problems are integrated into one app. My app has a text-to-speech module. There is a call option and forum facilities for call and discussion. My app has a chatbot facility where we can ask questions and the chatbot will reply accordingly. My app has beautiful graphics and quality-based icons. It has a clear text labels and list viewers anyone can read. My app has a good UI UX design, that means user interface and user experience. I'm happy to inform you that my app has been published in Google Play Store named eHelp. Future plan about my app. I would like to add more cities in my app, include more problematic areas like education, pollution, etc. Include voice command feature like Siri, Cortana, and Alexa. We'd also like to implement notification in forum facility. That means whenever anybody has posted a question and people has given answer or replied to it, means a device alert or a notification will pop out on our devices, alerting or reminding us that a question has been successfully answered. I'd like to add more regional languages like Hindi, Bengali, Marathi because I've only implemented English in my app. I'd like to add more machine learning in chatbot, artificial intelligence that can provide specific details to user as per their location on the GPS map when they require services. So before I end this presentation, I'd like to conclude that anybody, whether they are rich or poor, who uses my platform can get help from my app successfully 24/7. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Sagnik. That was great, and the story that you shared about kind of what inspired the idea was really touching and really moving. So thank you for sharing that kind of personal story. Thank you, and it's great that you've thought of multiple modalities and ways to communicate with folks. So thank you. That was great.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sagnik. And with this, we conclude our pitching session. There was indeed a lot of great effort from all the winners to pitch their ideas. Amit, would you like to share your thoughts on the apps we just witnessed and anything in particular that caught your attention?
Yeah, I think, all of you did an absolutely fantastic job. It's clear that you've put in a tremendous amount of work and effort into this, and you're tackling some of the world's most challenging problems with these apps. And so it's just very inspiring to see kind of what you're working on and what you've created. And I'm really excited for kind of what you're going to continue to build these apps into, and the impact that each of you are going to have on the world. So I think bravo to each of you, and fantastic job.
Thank you once again, Amit, for your time, and thank you to all the children for being such active participants. With this, we conclude our session in this eSilicon Valley program. Thank you once again.